Why do we say credit card instead of credit card? Why do we say coffee shop instead of coffee shop? And why is it mother-in-law instead of mother-in-law? Hi, I'm Mary from MaryELAccentCoach.com, and as unpredictable as American English pronunciation might seem, it actually has some pretty predictable rules that can help you get the rhythm. Today we're going to talk about one in particular that is really easy to learn quickly. Whenever you have a compound noun, as in a single term that combines two other nouns, you're going to place the stress on the first one. We have a lot of words like that in English. For example, post office, post office, post office. We have two different words here, post and office, and there's a space in between, but together they mean the place where you mail letters and packages. Almost every time you have a word like this, where you're actually just combining two separate words to make a new word, either with a space, without a space, or with hyphens, you're going to place the stress on the first word. So you want to say father-in-law, mother-in-law, sister-in-law, brother-in-law. But why are we placing the stress there? Again, because we're combining multiple words, so we want to place the stress on the first one. This rule for the rhythm of American English is especially helpful when you put one of these words in a sentence, and it's very noticeable if we don't follow it. So if I say, yeah, on Wednesday, I went for dinner with my mother-in-law. It's going to sound a little off. We're used to a certain rhythm, and we're very used to the stress being put on a certain word or a certain part of the word. So if you put the stress on a different part of the word, your listener might get a little confused. Yeah, on Wednesday, I went out for dinner with my mother-in-law. One more time. Yesterday, I went out for dinner with my mother-in-law. With my mother-in-law. Yesterday, I went out for dinner with my mother-in-law. I want you to practice repeating the sentences after me, and I want you to really exaggerate the stress. Make those stressed vowels long. Are you ready? I left my suitcase in the hallway. I left my suitcase in the hallway. We have two compound nouns, suitcase and hallway. In both cases, the stress goes on the first word. Suit and case are put together to make suitcase. Then we put hall and way together to make hallway. Hallway. I left my suitcase in the hallway. I left my passport in the bathroom. I left my passport in the bathroom. Pass and port come together to make passport. Bath and room come together to make bathroom. I left my passport in the bathroom. Look at all the big mailboxes in the neighborhood. Mailboxes, neighborhood. Look at all the big mailboxes in the neighborhood. Big mailboxes in the neighborhood. Remember, when you stress the first part of the word, you want to really make the vowel long and you want to make it louder. Your pitch should go up pretty noticeably. Mailboxes. Neighborhood. You want to make it really noticeable, and that'll help make your speech really clear. I need some feedback. I need some feedback. 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 Really exaggerate it. Feedback. Feedback. I need some feedback. Do you have a newsletter for your business? Do you have a newsletter for your business? Do you have a mailing list? A mailing list? Remember, mailing and list are just two separate words being combined. We don't go mailing list, we go mailing list. Do you have a mailing list? She's a fashion designer. Not a fashion designer. She's a fashion designer. She's a fashion designer. We should have a get-together this Saturday. We should have a get-together this Saturday. Not a get-together, a get-together. Remember, it's a noun bringing two other words together. A get-together. We should have a get-together this Saturday. He's a businessman. He's a businessman. Businessman. He's a businessman. She's a businesswoman. A businesswoman. She's a businesswoman. The flight attendant brought us some snacks. The flight attendant brought us some snacks. I like to have ice cubes in my water. Ice cubes. Ice and cubes are being combined to make ice cubes. I like to have ice cubes in my water. I just got out of the driveway and now I'm getting on the highway. I just got out of the driveway and now I'm getting on the highway. Check-ins at 3:15. Check-ins at 3:15. Check-ins at 3:15. Check-ins at 3:15. I left the firewood in the living room. I left the firewood in the living room near the fireplace. I left the firewood in the living room near the fireplace. See how English pronunciation can be pretty predictable? My eyelids feel really heavy. My eyelids feel really heavy. I have an eyelash in my eye. I have an eyelash in my eye. My eyebrows are really thick. My eyebrows are really thick. My vision's getting really bad. I need to see the eye doctor. My vision's getting really bad. I need to see the eye doctor. The eye doctor. The eye doctor said I need glasses. The eye doctor said I need glasses. The eye doctor said I need glasses. John and Lisa are seeing a marriage counselor. John and Lisa are seeing a marriage counselor. Not a marriage counselor, but a marriage counselor. They're seeing a marriage counselor. My cell phone broke. I need to buy a new cell phone. My cell phone broke. I need to buy a new cell phone. Cell and phone are really just two different words being brought together. So we're gonna stress the first one. Cell phone. Cell phone. Remember, when I say we're stressing that word, we're really saying it a lot louder and we're making it longer. My cell phone broke. My cell phone broke. I'm interrupting the practice just for a second to let you know that if you'd like more one-on-one feedback on your rhythm and pronunciation, I would love to meet with you one-on-one and discuss your goals and how I might be able to help as an accent coach. If it sounds like that would be helpful to you, feel free to book a free 15-minute consultation call in the link in the description. I would love to be able to give you more personalized feedback and help you progress more quickly. Okay, back to the video. I really like hot dogs, ice cream, and French fries. I really like hot dogs, ice cream, and French fries. I really like hot dogs, ice cream, and French fries. I really like hot dogs, ice cream, and French fries. Hot dogs, ice cream, and French fries. I can't find the remote control. I can't find the remote control. Which search engine do you use? Which search engine do you use? Visiting hours are over, but you can sit in the waiting room. Visiting hours are over, but you can sit in the waiting room. Visiting hours are over, but you can sit in the waiting room. Wow, the floors are really dirty and I can't find the vacuum cleaner. Where's the vacuum cleaner? The web page was designed really well. The web page was designed really well. The web page was designed really well. He has a background in economics. He has a background in economics. He has a background in economics. Do you have a background in accounting? Do you have a background in accounting? Sometimes my boss gives me really strict deadlines. Sometimes my boss gives me really strict deadlines. Sometimes my boss gives me really strict deadlines. I just got a new haircut at the hairdresser's. My 30-year-old sister is a foot doctor. My 30-year-old, not 30-year-old, 30-year-old. My 30-year-old sister is a foot doctor. I just heard some mind-blowing ideas. My sister-in-law is a fashion designer. My 40-year-old brother-in-law is a software engineer. Okay. We just covered a lot of words. The most important takeaway, though, is that native speakers of American English expect a certain rhythm and a certain timing. And when we put the stress on a different part of the word or in a different part of the sentence, it tends to trip up the listener. So even though this is just one rule for the rhythm of American English, even just practicing this one is going to really help make you more easily understood. It's going to make your speech clearer and it's going to make it so that even as you speak more quickly, your listener is still going to understand you. And as we all know, being as easily understood as possible is extremely important in everyday communication. That's all for today. Ciao!